Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. So a short little video tonight on the free-to-play account. So ultimately, guys, the Abyssal Expedition is back. That is right, we are back to the enrollment period. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to look through the rewards, we're going to look through the enrollment and what you should look at. So ultimately, guys, the Vault of Time is a massive player event. They take 70 players, put them all together, similar to the Hunting Grounds. It's a very similar event, but on a much larger scale, meaning you're not relying on 5 players. Now you're relying on 70 players to really carry through. Last time we seen the map, it was split into 2. Not sure if this one is going to be the same. I'm assuming so. So let's go ahead and get into the rewards, guys. So of course, the rewards here, we have the Knight, Baron, and Viscount. So looks like ultimately we have the same rewards. Out of here, I would definitely go Twisted Essence just because of the rarity. Looking down here, chest number 2, I would go Pole Coins because we can buy those out of the shop. And that is quite a few Pole Coins in there. Then, of course, we have our chest, which, of course, red chest for Duke. And ultimately, 20 Stargazer cards for Prince. Honorable reward, 3,000. So the big difference between these we'll look at in just a second. But honorable rewards give you 3,000 at Duke. Honorable rewards give you 3,000 at Prince. So what is the difference between the honorable reward? That is where the enrollment process comes in. So you have 2 options, guys. You have the casual enrollment and you have the honorable enrollment. The honorable enrollment does cost 3,000 gems to go ahead and enter. So if you don't reach those final 2 stages, you're not going to break even on gems, or you're going to essentially lose 3,000 gems by not really competing within the Abyssal Expedition. The big difference between the two, the casual enrollment is more of a casual player. So this is a player that is not really hardcore dedicated to AFK Arena. In my opinion, guys, again, this is strictly my view, my opinion. You'll get a lot more casual players that are just in it to play a little bit, pick up a little bit of rewards. They're not going to be maxing it out, playing every day, pushing to Prince. That is where the honorable enrollment comes in, guys. So with the honorable enrollment, this is really players that are going to be pushing the envelope when it comes to the Vault of Time, trying to earn back their 3,000 diamonds from achieving their rank, as well as hitting Prince to get an extra 3,000 diamonds out of there. So ultimately, guys, once you enroll into the honorable enrollment, it does lock you in at 3,000 diamonds. So make sure, if you're really going to put the time and effort into the Abyssal Expedition, that you go with the honorable option. That is my best choice. Even if you're new to the Abyssal Expedition, you know your play style, you know how much time that you put into the Abyssal Expedition. Is it going to be worth it to go with other players in there, or even get picked up by other guilds if you're not running 70 players deep? Ultimately, to progress in honorable is a lot easier, in my opinion, than casual. I've run both of them and I've run them many times. This is actually the 4th reiteration of the Abyssal Expedition. We always have a beta version, and then we do have, I think, 2 or 3 actual live versions that we go through the Vault of Time. So ultimately, guys, that is it between casual. Casual if you're just more of a casual player. Honorable if you are more heavily invested into AFK Arena or spend more time ultimately in AFK Arena. On this one, we're just going to go the enrollment for casuals. We can always cancel this and then go on honorable. Once you do honorable, I don't believe you can cancel it right there. Honorable enrollment cannot be canceled. So we're going to go ahead. We're just going to enroll here as casual. If you don't enroll in the beginning, it is a very short enrollment window. Sometimes, just like a lot of players got caught in the Hunting Grounds, that says the enrollment is closed. So unfortunately, they couldn't join because they had not joined fast enough when it came to the actual event. So here's the Vault of Time, guys. One thing that I always just look at is martial ratings. This is really what players need to focus on. So all players are Ascended tier heroes, level 240. You can additionally increase based on the player's resonating crystal level. So they give you 1, that is right, guys, 1 level in the Abyssal Expedition for every 10 levels your resonating crystal is. So we will come in at 240. If my resonating crystal is level 250, I will start the Abyssal Expedition level 241, which levels in here make a very big difference, because it'll be the difference between taking tier 1, 2, or 3 when you start, ultimately giving you a big boost at the beginning of the expedition. Gear makes a difference. All heroes gear is mythic tier 1 and include faction bonuses but are unenhanced. If a hero is already wearing equipped tier 3, the hero bonus will be retained, meaning that a lot of players that use their tier 3 stones on Ainz use the tier 3 stones on Grez. Those bonuses are going to be retained. So any heroes that are wearing T3 gear are going to be stronger. You want to make sure that every hero that you're going into the Abyssal Expedition has tier gear. Regardless of if it's tier 1, if it's tier 2, tier 3, doesn't make a difference because unenhanced gear is going to give you T1, but you need the faction bonus, guys. That faction bonus makes a big difference, especially when you're running 10 heroes at the very beginning. Faction bonus makes a big difference. Signature item, all the abilities are retained. Elder Tree, the tree levels, virtue bonuses will be retained, including the effect. So the stronger the signature item, stronger the Elder Tree, it is going to go in there. Oak and furniture, all the effects, the ability are preserved. So you're going to have the furniture abilities in there as well. Two things that do not count, guys, the artifacts and the union bonuses do not count. So we are pretty much throwing out, again, when it comes to the gear is really the most important thing because this is the thing that you can change. So putting faction gear on your heroes before you're running them the Abyssal Expedition so they do get the bonus, and also focusing on what you're going to run, what relics you're looking for, what specs. But we're going to get into that, guys, in a little bit. Once it opens up, we'll really go through. I love doing guides for this because for a lot of players, it's very, very difficult to understand, especially if you're just seeing this for the first time. But this is a general overview. You can see the rewards. You can go ahead and do your enrollment. You know how the martial ratings work. So take a look at it, see exactly where you are. Again, if you're looking to dedicate some time into AFK Arena and you do have time to do the Abyssal Expedition, I would absolutely recommend going in with the honorable enrollment. Since we're over on the test server, we're just going to do casual right now because that's what a lot of players do here. Not too many players are hardcore on the test server. There are some players that the test server is their only server, so they actually don't have the global servers, which I found out playing AFK Arena. But ultimately, guys, it's really the time that you are going to dedicate to the Vault of Time on how you're going to be successful. Because as we get into this a little bit further, and we do have a couple more follow-up videos, if you get left from the main raid, it's very, very difficult and very time consuming to go ahead and catch up to the entire raid, guys. So again, take a look, see what you want to do. We still have a couple days. Make sure you're saving your 3,000 diamonds. If you're going honorable, just go ahead and bookmark, set those aside. You don't want to be short when the enrollment period comes, which is coming. I would probably say 5 to 7 days. We'll see it on global to go ahead and do the matchmaking process, ultimately coming up very soon. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.